Hello, this is Remy Sanchez with Energy Fitness Gymnastics. Welcome back to our home learning program. Today what we are going to work on are the necessary basics we need for a handstand to join a competitive gymnastics team. So, let's begin with the warm-up. The first thing that we are going to do are needle kicks from the chair. So, our goal here is to first stand directly in front of the chair. Make sure your knees are completely straight and your hips are completely square and facing forward. Then what you're going to do is, while your knees straight with a straight knee, pointed toe, go down, hold, and kick up. Now focus on hips completely square. Do about 10 on each leg. Afterwards, what we are going to do is hold the chair as if it were a bar to steady ourselves. Don't put all your weight on it, but just some. And we're going to do front kicks. Once again, we're going to focus on legs straight and hips square. And then do the other side. Then afterwards, when you've done 10 on each side, you're going to put your foot on top of here in order to focus on raising your mobility. So what you're going to do is have hips square, arms by your ears, and raise it off. Make sure your hips are completely square. And then on the third one, you're going to hold for 3. 1001, 1002, 1003. Then do the other leg. 3, 1, 2, 3. And down. Then once you're comfortable with that, we will do it with no help. So we'll go here, arms by our ears, forward, raise, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Make sure that you do 10 on each side and for all of these exercises. When you do this exercise, focus on the fact that your weight is on your back foot, and your front toe that's pointed is not pressed into the floor, however, hovering straight up, right off the floor. Let's move to the skills. The first thing that we are going to do is practice raising our foot up and landing in a nice sharp finish. So our arms are up. We're going to put foot forward, raise it up, hip square, put it down, and finish. Now, we are going to squeeze our shoulder blades together, our arms out, our hands in nice allonge, and our front foot, just hovering off the floor. Then, afterwards, we are going to do the same thing, however, go into a scale. So, in this position, it's important to make sure that your lower back is engaged, so your leg is lifted, your hips are square, and your legs are straight. So here, point toe, raise it up, hips completely square, while keeping the square hips. Raise your foot, engage your back, and touch. And then back up. Make sure that your back is engaged, your legs are straight, and your hips are square. So, next thing we are going to do is lightly tap the chair. So, while maintaining everything that we need to do to hold this shape, arms up, go forward, lightly tap the chair, and hold the position. And then back up. Then afterwards, we are going to do it with no help. And at the end, we are going to have a nice finish. So here, arms up, raise up, touch, go, back up, and finish. Next, what we are going to do is a needle kick. So we'll go all the way down and bring our leg as high as we can. Now, here it is especially tempting to open the hips like so. So, make extra efforts in order to keep your hips absolutely square. So, what we're going to do is arms up, raise our foot up, touch, go down, stop at T, and then put our foot down. Have your foot as high as you can. Hips squared. Then go back up. Finish. So next we're going to do the same thing. However, stop in scale. And while on one foot, bring our chest up and lower our leg. Like so. Point your toe. Arms up. Touch. Go to scale. Go all the way down to needle, then all the way up, keep your arms by your ears, and then raise your foot. Finish. So next thing what we're going to do, in order to make sure that we have full control of this, we're going to add 2 counts. So, we start here in the beginning. Arms up, raise it up, 1001, 1002. Then, next position, scale, 1001, 1002. All the way down, 1001, 1002. Then back up, 1001, 1002. Then back. Make sure when you're doing your scale that you're pushing through your heels, that most of your weight is back, like so, and not on your toes. If you're on your toes, that will make you prone to falling forward. So make sure that your foot is pushing through your heel. So right now I'm going to my scale. I'm on my heel. However, if I go on my toes, it's much harder to balance, which will cause me to fall. So make sure that you stay on your heel when you do this scale. All right, so what we are going to do now are modified hollow rocks in order to get the hollow shape and to perfect the hollow shape. This shape you'll see all over the gym, on bars, on the floor, even on vault. So this is how we get it good. First of all, what we are going to do is lie down flat. And what I want you to notice is under, you have this little space here. Under your lower back, because your lower back is slightly protruding. Your goal is to eliminate that. So the way that we do that is first, bend our legs to get our hips up. This will eliminate it, and focus on pressing your lower back into the floor. Now, the next thing we're going to do is figure out what we do with our upper back. I want you to reach to your knees, like so. Many of you will be tempted to bring your legs up and hold like this. However, what we need to do is keep our feet on the floor and just reach. Don't go all the way up, just put your hands on your knees like so, while pressing down. Then, when we're here, raise one leg and raise the other and hold. If you want a more challenging, bring your arms by your ears. If that's also not hard, rock, like so. While you're doing all that, you're thinking about pressing your lower back to the floor. So at no point, your arch begins to look like this. But it's always nice and round. If you find yourself having a space between your lower back, make sure to push, because you want to be here, as opposed to here. If you cannot do that, go back to the modified version, because it's more important to maintain a proper shape than do a more difficult skill. So now what we are going to do is practice the hollow shape on our stomach. Before we do so, what we need to understand is, on our stomach, we are going to go in an arch like so. Our hands, as if our hands were on our belly, they would be spread out here. What we want to think about is closing our fingers so that our rib cage is in, as opposed to protruding out. Here's a side view. open, push in like so. Get your rib cage inside and make sure that it's not protruding out. Okay? So if we're lying down, like so, our rib cage is, as of now, protruding outward. What you want to do, push in and suck your belly in and push your belly button to the ceiling. Round your back and push down. Make sure that your legs are squeezed and your bum is squeezed as well. So here is the incorrect one. Here is the correct one. So now you'll need two elevated spaces, one which you put your legs on, the other which you put your hands on. All right, so we'll be here. Legs together, squeeze, and now you can see that you're in a very much of an arch. What you want to do is use your muscles in order to push, squeeze bum, to bring your hips in and your whole body off the floor. So now what we're going to do is focus on squeezing your bum. What we're going to do is squeeze your legs together, squeeze your bum already, arms by your ears, and you're going to extend and have your arms all the way to the mat so that your ribs are in and you're pushing with your bum. Boom. Now it's time for the challenge. What you need to do is find a parent, and what they will do is lift your legs while you are flat on your belly, like so. Arms are here. And while they raise, keep your body in the hollow shape until they lift you up. Then, afterwards, and then lift you down on the hollow shape. Then once again, you will go back up again. You will split your legs, lower down by yourself in a needle, go into a scale, and then to finishing position.
Scale, or needle in scale, arms up, and then.
All right, this is Remy Sanchez with Energy Fitness Gymnastics. Thanks for watching our tutorial. We'll see you next time.